Alright, alright, alright. We're in the state of Florida. Before we set off for New Horizons tomorrow when we move to Tennessee. Start out for Tennessee bright and early tomorrow morning, which we'll probably do a live driving stream for that. Armadillo. Alright. So we got a monster group of kids coming, so let's hurry up and moving. So we're not hearing all the yelling and screaming of all the little kids and ruining any more wildlife shots. This is our last day here. It was a really cold night last night. The temperature's down in the low 30s here locally, so hopefully some of the gators will be out nice and sunning. If you hear me a little bit labored breathing today, it's because I've had some issues throughout the week. So, trying to see how we can do. And maybe the otters will pop out since it is kind of chilly. The otters should be around. I don't know where the otters are. I know they've been hanging around here lately a lot from people's videos I've been seeing. It is really, really packed in here today. all the parking lots were full. So I wasn't too pleased about. We'll check all of our usual spots. It does feel weird knowing this is the last time we'll be coming here, possibly ever. So last night, yesterday was my last day working for down here, and my wonderful bosses did take me out for dinner last night as a farewell goodbye. That was super, super nice. I couldn't have, asked for anyone better to work under. They've always treated me well, and to leave with a farewell dinner was quite special. So if any of them ever watch this stream, well, thank everybody so much for what they've did for me and helped me out through a lot of my health crisis that I faced for the last year. So come out today for one last wildlife stream, and bright and early tomorrow morning we'll hit the road. So if you do like driving streams, be sure to check out the next couple days. What we got over here? Some regular ibis, glossy ibis, some egrets. Love our glossy ibis. We had been hoping to get back over to the Orlando wetlands one more time, but just how far it is and everything else, we just didn't really have the time to make it back over there. But we do have tons of videos of the Orlando wetlands here on the channel, if anyone's interested. Let's see if we can find us some big gators to end our time in Florida with. I think we can. Of course, Alligator Alley is still closed until further notice due to all the hurricane damage.
Oh, I just found a bit of water.
If people want to know, there's a 10-footer that sits in this body of water. So, you got little kids playing up against the edge of the water knowing there's 10, 12 footers in here. that would easily see a small child as a quick, easy snack. Irresponsible parenting. Very, very irresponsible parenting. Do not let small children go near the edges. Not just a Circle B, but anywhere in Florida. There's a glossy ibis, or not glossy ibis. Black-bellied whistling ducks scattered all through there. They're all in there hunkered down. Looks like a lot of juveniles. Even where we live at, we have a bunch of them right now. It's them and I believe the ibis is mating season. Oh yeah, there's a nice little group of glossy ibis. I keep saying glossy ibis, I don't know why. Black bellies. The adults have the bright pink bills. The juveniles do not. They don't get that till they get older. Very, very cute. Of course, you see all the ibis do there. It's still kind of windy. It's still kind of cold. I'm only just wearing a long sleeve shirt, as I figured I don't want to like start roasting. And I'm virtually going to be cramped up in the car for the next 2-3 days, so. Big great blue heron. Go check on our juvenile blue heron down here at the other end. All the trails here at Circle B, Marsh Rabbit has always been my favorite. I probably should have went to the lake first, to be honest. Give it a little more time to warm up in here. It is supposed to be in the upper 60s later this afternoon. But we can, we'll cut back through here later on just to say goodbye to our final trail, or our favorite trail one last time. And it's a little sad in a way, but a lot of new wildlife potential up in Tennessee and in the Smokies, especially with a black bear and a lot more coyotes and stuff like that, especially the black bear. From what I've been gathering, it's black bear heaven up that way. our best shot of gators right now with how the temperature still is will probably be in the back, where there's the least amount of tree cover. So we're gonna push for getting back there first, and then we'll dictate everything else from there. I mean, ibis, some black bellies mixed in. Water's definitely came up a lot since we were here last from all the rainfall we had early in the week. It rained for like 3 days straight. We picked up about 3 or 4 inches of rainfall during that time.
Both eagles are up there.
Probably waiting to build a new nest.
Yeah. Since the last one disappeared.
Thanks to multiple hurricanes.
Yeah. Mama's down there today, I guess.
Yeah, the eagles are back again. They lost their nest during Hurricane Milton. Yeah, I think that's the eagles. We're gonna take a peek here in a second. Oops, my bad. I was trying to keep you guys steady. Of course, last weekend we had some of our best ever eagle shots, which are posted over on the Instagram account if you guys are interested. I'll eventually get those transferred over to TikTok as well, so you guys can see the Marshall Hampton's bald eagles. Oh, we actually got a big boy right here coming out. Let him smile, since this will be one of our last ones before the move. And it's a sleepy one. That's a good shot, guys. That's a really, really good shot. It's actually asleep right now. Alright, now we'll take what we can get. Oop, maybe it's not asleep. Guess it doesn't like me being here with him. Gonna come over? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, what's this? Ooh. She's growling a little bit. Yeah, she's a little unhappy. Yeah, she's growling. Looks to be a big female, from what I gather. Because the males are usually out in the open water. Orientation back. So I know she's not happy, so. Hey Nip, how you doing today? Haven't seen you in the streams for a while. Scary for some, but not for us. We've done a lot dumber things on live stream, so that's why she was growling. So no wonder she's upset, because she does. It is the female that I suspected. So I don't know if she has more or if this is the only one. So she does have babies. No wonder she was growling at me. And maybe if you're just tuning in, this actually is our last stream for down here, as we move to Tennessee tomorrow. So 5 years in the books, and it's time to go north. So you will start seeing Gallenberg live streams starting to probably the end of the week. I plan to do one probably Thursday that's not snowing, so. Alright, we'll come back to her. So, but like I said, that is the same female I suspected. So she's been around here for a long time. Looks like she's not been very successful in this round of babies, unfortunately. But she's did well in the past. But it looks like maybe only one or two of the babies this round have survived, at least to this stage. Keep trying to take deep breaths when I can. Like I said, we've had some heart-related issues this past week, so just getting out for a little walk, get some nice fresh air in the lungs. And always, make sure you hit that like button for me. It's always much appreciated. YouTube appreciates it as well. On the last couple of streams, you guys have been killing it on the thumbs up. So I really appreciate that. Because the more thumbs we get, the more people that YouTube puts us in front of. as we continue to grow our audience and our community. Remember, it's all free things that you guys can do to, help support us here on the channel with the likes and subscribing and sharing the videos, and every little bit helps as we get ready to move into our new chapter in life and for the channel. So we've had a lot of ups and downs over the last almost 5 years. The last year, though, in particular, has been a struggle in terms with health and stuff like that. So hopefully getting north will help alleviate some of those issues, at least with a lot cleaner air and a lot slower paced life. And a lot less stress of not sitting in traffic for like 3 hours every single day. So if you're aware of the Orlando metro area, traffic is probably the #1 stress in this region. So, just to go 10 miles is like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, getting away from stuff like that will be a big help. Looking along our bank over there, usually a lot of big boys will sit over there. I'm not seeing any at this moment, but I'm sure probably within the hour they'll start coming around as the sun comes out. It comes around that part of the lake. But we usually have pretty decent luck here in the back. And yes, we're going to get a new gimbal. Hopefully here soon. Oh, there's one right there. There's one big one out. Let's zoom in, shall we? Get you guys oriented. And there's about a 10-foot. Still a little breezy. See if we can get a better angle on this side. Yeah. About a 9-10 foot. Big one over there. So the males typically hang on that center section. Don't fall into the water. So I've been telling you guys for years on these streams that there is multiple ones in here that are a lot bigger than that one. So you guys know that if you have seen our videos before, you know there's a lot bigger than that boy right there. This place is known for ones pushing close to 14 feet. It's been documented, it's recorded. That, there's a lot bigger ones than this one. And I like giving people a little scare too whenever they go by. I get a thrill out of it because they hear that, what I just said, and they're like, oh my god. How's our blue heron nest doing? See how the family is getting along. They had 3 babies last time we were here. Babies must be sleeping right now. There's a lot of story with these two blue herons. They've been trying and trying and trying to have a nest on this spot for a lot of years. This year they were actually successful and had 3 babies because their nests in the past have collapsed. So this year they actually did it, and it's quite the story for them. Yeah, makes me super happy that they were a successful pair this year. They've been trying, like I said, for about 4 or 5 years to have successful nests, and this year they actually achieved it. So I think one year they built like way too close to the water, and I think a gator jumped up and took out the nest, and then a couple of the other years bad storms came through and wiped it out. But that's a success story. We need one crossing. One trail crossing today just to end our final full day in the state of Florida. You know, we need one more. Yeah, that'd be a great way to close out this chapter. There's another gator over there. Man, this thing auto picks up on my finger really quick. So. And we are looking at alternative apps to use to pump into YouTube. The one we're using right now is giving us some issues. So we'll try to remedy that here shortly as well. So there's a lot of things in the works. There's a snake bird over here. Let's see where he pops up at. Who knows where he's going to pop up at? Hey, he got a fish. Yep, he got one. Watch him swallow it whole. And trying. And down the hatch. It's going down, going hunting again. And then Hinga. So you actually guys watch them catch it and then swallow it right on live. Looked like he caught a small tilapia, which tilapia is really, really heavy in the water around here. So that's funny. So he got himself some lunch. Saw movement. Saw movement in the water. Trying to figure out what it was. I think it's the same bird. That's alright. You guys can hear that in Hinga. Just talking. So yeah. How's everybody doing today? Right around noon time, 12 o'clock here in Central Florida. If you're just tuning into the broadcast for the first time, or our returning folks, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. If you are just tuning in, this is our final wildlife broadcast as being a Florida resident before we move on to greener pastures up north in the state of Tennessee. So yeah, I mean, our content will be changing drastically. Hopefully more back into the, part of the name of the channel, outdoor adventures. So we'll be doing a lot, new things in the great outdoors in the Smoky Mountains and across the parts of Kentucky and, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Western North Carolina, what parts we can get in. And we'll document some of the hurricane recovery of Western North Carolina as well, and the areas that we're allowed to get into. So all that kind of stuff will be coming throughout the towards the end of the year. So if you guys are interested in the Smoky Mountains and places like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, everybody knows those places. We'll be doing pretty consistent live streaming from that region. So how well cell phone signal is going to be for us pushing into the mountains, I don't know yet, because obviously I don't live up there quite yet to get an idea of what service is like. And we are looking at, options of getting service with us at all times. So we'll see what happens. As you guys know, I never ask you guys for any money or anything like that. That's just not what we do. So we rely solely on your thumbs and people subscribing to the channel. And even then, right now, we make nothing. So everything we do for you guys is all out of my own pocket, on my own dime. So. Nice. And Hinga, look at the green eye. That's cool. Nice hairdo. I love the green eye. That's to me, that's so cool. To zoom in with this app I use, I have to turn chat off so I can zoom in, and then that's whenever I zoom back out, then I can turn the chat back on the screen. Hopefully that's something they'll fix. Yeah, look at that beautiful body of water. The old pelican way out there. Pelican. I really expected more to be out, more gators out today. But like I said, I know it's really cold still. Something floating. Oh, just a leaf pile. Look at this, look at this. Man, that was beautiful. Little swamp chickens, what I call them. Yeah, I really expected more gators to be out back here, to be honest with you. Nice little glossy ibis right here. They look black, but they're more like a purpley black, and depending on the light, it changes colors. Ooh. Pelican. Pelican's not happy. Glossy ibis. He's going after the apple snails. See how like his colors are changing, like purple and green. I got a hike group coming here, so I'm going to mute you guys for a moment. Alright. I just wanted to get them past. I don't know if it was like kind of like a scout troop kind of a deal or what. But, there's 10 of you guys in here. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Saturday midday. Oh, there's a big blowy right here. Yeah. Hi. I don't know, people walk right past you. They didn't even see you. Yeah, I don't see no babies, so... I mean, and we're not zoomed in, so... A little blue heron there. Upset. Want to zoom in? Okay, let's zoom in. Yeah. And goes to sleep. some of our last alligators we're going to see, at least for the foreseeable future, because we definitely will not have any in East Tennessee. If we do, there's a problem. Let's look it in the eye right there. Sorry. It's a beauty. Beautiful gator. Into some of these we've been watching grow up since they were babies, so you guys know for the last 5 years we've been trying to humanize things, really make them, people learn more about their behaviors, what they do. Why is everybody just back here? They're not the crazy, aggressive creatures that the media and people make them out to be. It's just not true. If you have a small child, a dog, something like that, it's one thing. But in general, humans are not on the menu. Like that one right there. The only way it's going to nip at you is if you literally go over and smack it on the head. That's the only way it's going to nip at you. And that one had no babies, so it's not a protecting female. We got one. What is this? Oh no, I thought we had another one up here, but it's not. There's usually one down here on the end, so let's go look. So typically we have one more. See if it's out today or not. Like I said, I'm honestly surprised there's not more laying out. Seeing how it was down near the freezing mark last night, so there's not more. It was a bit of a shock. Yeah. I mean, you can see where our big one likes to lay. It's usually right here. Are we going to go all the way up and around that way? No, not today. because it just kind of turns into like no man's land up in there. So, I mean, I love our gopher tortoises. That's a spot up there where they're released if they've been, you know, picked up, or they have, you know, from places where they could be hurt. Ones with medical issues. Actually, do I see something? No. I do. I do. I do. We got a big one right here. Got a massive one right here in this little pocket. I knew there was going to be one. Let's kneel down. Look at the size of this one. It's laying out, soaking up that sun. Yeah, an absolute beaut. Give me a second here. I want to take a couple of still shots with the phone. Give me 1 second. Give me a second. The gimbal decided to act up. Come on. I keep saying we got to get a new gimbal. I don't know what's going on here. Give me a second. Let me get this fixed. There we go. There we go. We gotta get a new gimbal, like, soon. Yeah, look how beautiful this gator is, though. You know, you wouldn't even think it was there. An absolute beaut. An absolute beauty. But like I told you guys, I knew there was going to be another one back in here. Very rarely am I ever wrong. That's a stunner. You know, and theoretically, in terms, you know, could it come after me if it really wanted to? Sure. But is it going to? 99.9% positive it never would. Because it's just out sunning, soaking up the heat. Like I said, it was down near the freezing mark last night. Beautiful. All right, we'll leave this one be for the meantime. Start back. I mean, I mean, right here though, you know, zoomed all the way out looking, you would almost never see that because it's so well camouflaged under that tree. You know, I love that stuff. The, you know, not knowing, you know, when it was coming up the trail, the sunlight caught the ridge of its tail. And I saw something in the distance. It's like, that looks to be like a gator tail. And we weren't wrong. I think that right there deserves a couple thumbs up. Don't you think? Our last time in this corner. You know, some things I will miss about down here. Like I said, the wildlife. But other than that, like there's not many other things I'll miss. You know, a few of the people, obviously. Yeah, I've worked with some great people. They've, you know, took me under their wing, helped me out a lot over the last, you know, couple years. And a lot of you know we've had our issues with health and stuff like that. So, you know, just gotta thank everybody I worked with the last couple of years. Made a lot of good, long time, you know, lifelong friends out of it. You know, worked for some incredible bosses down here. People, you know, I'll never ever forget, and owe them a lot of gratitude for what they did. So that some time to time we'll watch some of our streams. So, you know, everybody knows what our passion is in life is to keep bringing you content like this. Let this wind gust back off. Ooh, we're almost up out of the water now. We turned. This one would come out of the water, come up and across the trail. I would be so ecstatic. By the looks of it, it's just going to sit here and take a nap. Should we sing Rockabye Baby? Rockabye Baby. I mean, the one that was in the back would eat this one as a snack. You know, that one that was back there was, you know, 3 times the size of this one. Just a beauty. face only a mother could love. Opens its eyes once in a while, takes a look at me. Alright, we'll leave this one to be itself, because right now it's just one to take a nap. And back to sleep. Thank you, beauty. Thank you, beauty. Alright, we'll leave that one be. Your Amtrak way out in the distance. Probably the 40, could be the 40, could be the 98, I believe. I know the stream's a little bit tilted. That's just, the phone is a little heavier, I think, than what the gimbal can do. And this thing's like 3 years old, so it's gonna... get on, order us a new one. Excuse me. And there's a whole playlist here on the channel of all of our past streams that we've did. You know, from here in Florida, our driving streams. We have a lot on here, and we'll continue to make more. People seem to really like the driving broadcasts that we do. I got some cormorants. Yeah. He's like, I can't get up there. It's a upset cormorant. He just couldn't quite get the angle, you know, from being in the water, and his wings are wet. to grab something good.
Yeah, it looks like, well, I think those like little armored catfish or something.
Oh, yeah.
I think. He's the second one I've seen eating one of them.
Well, there's tons of them in here. The paleo catfish. Yeah. Right. The invasive armored catfish. Trying to figure out how he's going to eat it.
But it's got to go in the right direction. It should just be a matter of give it a good swallow.
Those things are a little bit of a nightmare for the small birds to get down. We'll get it eventually. Let's see. Hey, he dropped it. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get a still shot. And no, he still got it. Yeah, we grabbed a still shot of it. We'll maybe attempt to put it on the Instagram if they allow that. I don't know. He's having a hard time trying to swallow it. Must be a gator up here. People are. Some are freaking out over it. So probably one of our usuals. Just a little guy. It's just a tiny one. Hey, you got some monsters down the way there. So.
We like to hear.
Yeah, they're down there and they're out.
Andy's coming up on the bank. Hello, sir. Can we help you?
I still love noobs. Don't know much about gators. Yeah. Yeah, this is just a little guy for us. But they're out and about. I'm just glad we're seeing them and they're not, hiding. That was a wood stork. I just saw it fly through. Ooh. We got a rosette spoonbill. We got a rosette spoonbill over here. Hang on. Let me get you zoomed in here. Yeah, right there. Rosette spoonbill. And a wood stork. And an ibis. And an egret. You know, 4 types of birds that kind of go for the same things. I love the rosette spoonbills. And for me, they are probably one of the most beautiful birds that you're going to see down here. You know, that same bright pink is like a flamingo. So we say goodbye to that trail for the last time. Yeah, I think this gimbal's just about shut. That's why it's on a little bit of an angle. It's like scout troop, whatever these people are. They got their full back or pack out gear. Hang on, I'll mute you. Alright guys, we still got our big one over there. So our last time down the marsh for, who knows, maybe ever, just a few years. group of ibis over here. Ouch. Yeah, big group of ibis. At least the trail thinned out. Thank goodness. Because, you know, we're kind of the people that we'd rather have the trail to ourselves. So we've been going for an hour and a half. Now we usually are good for about 2.5, 3 hours here. Then once we leave here, maybe pop back up through Lakeland one more time. Try to get some extra swan photos from our one lake over there. Is it Lake Morton, I believe? Just try to grab, you know, some extra little content while we're out. So we still have, you know, some extra ones kind of in storage to bring you guys at a later time. Or dump it all at once. One of the two. That breeze still has a little nip to it. I decided against the jacket, because I'd rather be cool than, you know, standing and sweating. You know, as time goes, we'll figure out where like our closest places are that can that could have alligators. I mean, I don't think we'd be all that far, because they are in like Georgia and, you know, parts of North Carolina and stuff. So just because it may be the last of them for down here doesn't mean it's gonna be the last of them completely. Let's go check on our mama over here. Oh, I do see one out of the water. If it's her, maybe. So she came out. I'm gonna mute you guys though. Somebody actually asked, "Oh, you're allowed to feed the alligators, right?" And it's like, in what world do you live in? Who actually asks if you can feed an alligator? It's like, I thought it was instinctive. You don't feed. You know, you got people that aren't, that know nothing about wildlife or anything in general. And there's two other people. It's like, they're spewing so much false information to this other guy who's a noob. It's pathetic. So I naturally stepped in, put them in their place. You know, a fed gator is a dead gator. Feeding alligators in the state of Florida is a jailable offense. I told him, like, yeah, sure, you can feed the gator, yeah. If you want the gator dead, and you yourself want to go to jail, down here, police don't mess around. The state of Florida, you don't do stuff like that. If you have any ounce of brain, you don't feed, stuff, like the alligators or the crocodiles. I just can't believe somebody would even ask that question publicly. It's like, you'd think you'd be smart enough to know it on your own. You shouldn't have to be told that you don't do that stuff. Mind you, these are the same people that are out floating around the world every day making decisions. Yeah, I'm sorry, that really, really upsets me. Look at all the beautiful birds, all the ibis. Ibis, black-bellied whistling ducks, there's the blue heron. Because it's being the ibis' season right now.
What are you gonna do, Papa?
I mean, what would be the couple things I would change about Circle B? Honestly, I think they need to have a gate and start charging for people to come in, and more walking enforcement along the trails. You know, kind of watch people's stupidity. A couple sandhill cranes over here. These guys probably got word that I have my bird feeder hit the house, because the other ones at home come steal all the corn. It's just like, get out of my way, I'm coming through. Oh, he's so cute. They've heard about my bird feeder. for you guys watching. Yes, I have about 6 that come through on a regular basis through my yard, and they always manage to raid the feeder no matter what I do. What you doing? Sandhills just do not care. Better watch out. I think you got a guest following you. You got a guest following you. Sandhills and their personalities. I love sandhills. They are just an absolute thrill. They're the ones yelling what's eating. AKA, this is what we refer to as pissy sandhills. They're not going to go in the water probably on this side, I would think. Something crashing over here. What do we got? Something's crashing in the trees. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a treat. Hey, at least we're making the last stream down here a memorable one. What is the sandhill saying? Smash that like button. Oh, there's a big one right there. A big old gator. There's a big boy. Get you centered there. And big old butte. It's a big beauty. Really big beauty. Can't zoom in anymore with the phone. Sorry if it's a little bit shaky. Like I said, I've had some heart-related issues this week, so you know, we're kind of trying to be careful, and we are a little bit shaky. At least we're getting a nice variety of stuff today. Getting a really nice variety. And we're not done yet, guys. So we're still gonna try to work our way over to the main lake as well, or at least as far as we can go. Because you know, Alligator Alley is still closed due to the hurricane damage. It's like I don't even know if they're gonna get Alligator Alley even open this year, to be honest with you. Because if they're still talking more hurricanes coming, bad ones again this spring and summer, there's a chance it may never reopen. Who knows? I know they're trying to get it back open. Sandhills are airborne. Ah, there's one that keeps messing with the two, and they're getting pissy. Ah, I see. I didn't realize that third one was hanging around. They get very upset if there's another sandhill that they don't like. I mean, it's to be expected though, right? So we're going to come out here and enjoy our time. That third one must be getting close to them too again. I mean, hey. Oh. Woo. A lot of wildlife newbies out here today, so. Hey, buddy. Or girl, whichever one. Oh, what is that?
Just don't get too close to it, okay?
There's a blue heron. Yeah, you're not going to scare a sandhill too much. They'll just turn on. They'll just peck you. Big old blue heron. Beautiful one. Now, for my viewers that are watching, we actually have a extreme slow-mo of one of those in flight from taking off here on the channel. If you guys are interested, should be under the wildlife video section. It's one of the first ever videos we ever did with the GoPro. Yeah, so it's actually one of the blue herons taking off in flight, and we have it in super slow motion. You guys are interested in that? Check out our wildlife playlist here on the channel. And it'll be probably way down towards the bottom, because that was many years ago now. So this is where the monstrosity, all these people are. They're all down here. We did mow Alligator Alley. That's a good sign. So they've mowed it. I don't know if that means they're opening it soon. I mean, we're not going to be here to know, but And there are fan pages for Circle B exclusively here on Facebook and stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, you know, go and check those out. Join the groups. You know, join some of the wildlife groups. Water's still down a bit on this side. Nice cut through trail for a gator. Yeah, man, you can tell it flooded a lot. The rains the last few days. That's a big one. Coming up out of here, or vice versa. We know there are plenty of them through this stretch. I see a couple of them, any of those big females are over in here. Not seeing them yet. Maybe they're around, there's plenty of evidence of it. Where are we at here? An hour and 50 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Another cut through. You know, most people walk by that stuff and they don't even pay attention to it. But we do. You know, we're not amateurs at, you know, tracking animals and, you know, finding out what's been coming through and looking for signs and evidence, stuff like that. Because we've been doing this a very, very, very long time, even before we started the YouTube thing. You know, we were out in the woods with animals, you know, studying behaviors. Because, you know, wildlife is our passion. Being in the outdoors is what we know. That's our bread and butter. So if you guys continued up and around the corner here, followed the trail around, you'd come back to where that big one that we had earlier that was in the woods was. So you could just go all the way up and loop around. And that's where that big, 12-footer was. Here, an eagle. Hear an eagle talking. So, alright. Work our way around towards the main lake real quick. Then we'll conclude this. Sorry, this Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, my Samsung walking app, whatever the thing is. So, oh, you're one day away from earning a badge. It's like, well, ain't gonna be getting it tomorrow. I don't think you can get a badge for sitting. Kind of surprised not seeing any gators back in this end today. Normally there's always at least a minimum of 1 or 2. Yeah, like they're popping up in areas that we don't normally see them, and then they're not in places we usually do. So I don't know what's up. Running with headphones and talking on the phone. It's like so many other places you could go to run. Why don't you pick here? I get your thing, you're trying to be healthy, but there's a lot of things here you probably should have your ears open for. Now you're in a place with a large concentration of wildlife. Oh, I didn't realize there was a gator way over there. Let's see if we can see it. Got dying over there? Yeah, big one. Over there in the middle of your screen. Try the big one that bosses this whole territory right here. Yeah. I suppose we didn't see that before. I guess when we were coming from the other angle, you can't really see it. Yeah. Come from this side, you can't really see the thing. But we'll continue on. So as far as I know, this is closed until at least late spring. Let's see, what is that? What is it? Yeah, just TikTok notifications. Goodbye, Marsh Rabbit Run. Giving us a lot of content over the last, almost 5 years. So we're not stopping the stream yet. We're still going to walk our way over towards the main lake. I have no idea what I'm doing. Stupid thing. Okay. Had to plug in the phone charger. So we do run with a lot of external power, and we also run with backup power supply with us at all times, especially now on these streams. And that's primarily what will keep the phone charged during our marathon driving streams we're going to be doing the next 3 days. So we've got about 20 hours worth of power streaming capabilities available to us now. We try to invest in our power supplies for these kind of streams, but slowly improving. Trying to give you longer content, better content, and we'll continue to do so. One final look at the Alligator Alley and Marsh Rabbit intersection. If I could have the wildlife, all this wildlife in a different area that wasn't susceptible to every hurricane on the planet that comes through, it'd be a lot better. But unfortunately, with Florida being where it sits and the Gulf continuing to be warmer and warmer, the storms are going to continue to get worse. The Climate Prediction Center is already talking about it. Culture. The reality for Florida is going to be, hurricanes that are Cat 3 or stronger are going to start being on a more consistent basis. We've already proven that in the last 2 years that storms are getting bigger, stronger, and they're going to continue to do so and hit in the same areas over and over again. I mean, we see how much damage it did a couple weeks ago when we were at Pinellas County over Madeira Beach, Treasure Island. Entire neighborhoods are closed off because the homes and stuff are unlivable after having back-to-back hurricanes in less than a month. Some of the places can't be lived in ever again. They're going to have to literally be torn down and rebuilt. And that's assuming whenever you're building, it doesn't get torn down again. Bobcat. So bobcats are apparently still around. And there's scat back here, so because there's a lot of people in here. It's a shame. We first came in 2020. There was nobody ever here. When we came during the summertime, there was never anybody here. Try to force me off the trail. It's like, yeah, good luck with that. Try to force me off the trail. You're gonna get knocked on your ass, unfortunately. It's like, go single file. It's not hard. working our way back towards the main parking lot. But we're going to bypass that. I mean, we've been walking for 2 hours, so we're not doing too bad. Despite our chest hurting just a little bit, but we've been dealing with that for a week. Okay. See if we see any raccoons today. We've been getting them pretty consistently through here. Because we love our raccoons. We have quite a history with raccoons in our life. So. Not seeing any yet. Big family of them likes to come through, usually for a midday snack. Try to find a midday snack. But if you don't live with the trash pandas, there's something wrong. I just adore the raccoons. Credit, we were, if you went to my school growing up, especially junior high, you were exposed to raccoons at a very young age, and you knew exactly what they were about, and getting to be around them and interact with them on a classroom scale or a classroom setting. We had a teacher back then, Dr. Carmen. She's passed on many years ago. But, she was, she had her, she was an official doctor in the science field. And she had pet raccoons, and she raised them, did everything she could with them. She was actually given permission to bring them in every year for students, and we were interacting with them on a consistent basis. And unfortunately, there's a story with that it's probably not the most appropriate, and looking back, she probably should have been questioned about it at the time. She had the raccoon penis bone. I'm not kidding. She would bring it into, she had it on her desk, and she kept it as, like a showpiece thing when they talked about, bones and, human bodies and animal bodies, like, what bone structure is. And yeah, she would actually pass that bone around, and people, had to learn about it. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. But yeah, that was, how long would that have been? 2003? Something like that. Yeah. Teacher Dr. Carmen, she was quite the hoot. A very nice but unusual person. But yeah, bringing in the raccoons to the classroom all the time was always fun. I want to say at one point she had, oh hell, I don't even know how many she owned at any given point. There was a lot. Story time with Alfie. Start calling that like a new segment. the lazy bridge, or lost bridge, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said lazy. Straight across, but to get to it from this side, it's always flooded. It's been flooded in the 5 years that we've been here, so we don't even attempt it. Because we know it's going to be underwater, and I really don't feel like getting my feet wet again this week. And God knows what is living in that water. I fear it's like, bacteria, stuff that's in the water that's been kind of stagnant. If we could get a bobcat on our final trip, I would be, oh my God, I'd be jumping right now for that. Oh, there's an armadillo. There's an armadillo. I think he's out of view. Saw an armadillo. Saw something in the trail. I got excited for a second, but man, look at all the wild boar damage. Let's see our little armadillo. Oh, it's cute. Basically just an armored possum. He's eating something good. Cute little guy. You want to come out? He might. I love little armadillos. So they can't see for anything. So armadillos are practically blind. Yeah, they can't see much. And most of the time they don't even know you're there until you're on top of them. And even then, you could be sitting and they'll just come up and hit your foot.
Roadkill. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, more boar damage. It's all boar damage. This is pretty. And the ospreys are losing their mind today. Well, what's into them? Yeah, ospreys are not being happy. And more pig damage. Lake Hancock looks rough today. Yeah, they got the gates closed right at the entrance. I mean, sad, yes, but I was hoping they would have had it open at least to the dock that's out here. But no. Yeah, this has been closed since like spring of last year. She's still closed.
I walked right up on it. I mean, I was a little young. He was a little bit younger than the
So, our last time. Last look at Alligator Alley. Our very, very, very last look. So, okay. That trail looks cool. That's that trail. Cut back across the other way. Our final stretch of Circle B. North. Palm frond. Rain decided to start falling. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed our last almost 5 years down here in the state of Florida. We've had a lot of cool stuff happen, you know, with wildlife and things like that. But we get to move onwards to new exciting things, new places. You know, more different kinds of food, thing like that. We're definitely looking forward to that as we push north and push into places we've never been. So, looking forward to the future. Amazing what pigs will do. Man, guys, look at the amount of pig damage down here. It's been some good grubs. It's all fairly fresh within the last few days. There's another armadillo. Yeah, another armadillo. Another armadillo. Oh. It's a big one. Oh, he finally sensed me. 'Cause they can't see worth anything. Little armadillo. Ow. Look back. Kind of just taking it all in now, and you know, if you could just leave me in the woods like this with all the animals around, I'd be perfectly content. But unfortunately, life doesn't usually work out that way. You know, spaces like this, especially here in Florida, are quickly disappearing. You know, yeah, there's segments like this that's been preserved for wildlife, but the way they keep building and tearing up land and stuff around here is kind of sad, because, you know, eventually places like this are going to be very rare, especially in this part of the state. And they're quickly disappearing. You know, that's constant, keeps building and building and building all these, you know, high rises and townhomes and all these houses that nobody's ever going to rent. It's like they struggle to rent out the stuff they have now. And I just want to thank everybody who has jumped on board with us the last, 5 years. Even if it's been content, from before that. If you're joining in and you've been following us since our days in West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. We have a lot of stuff still from up there, and a lot of stuff we did over the summer from Tennessee and North Carolina and Georgia. A lot of new people came on this year, or this past year.
My client. One of my clients. Okay.
Yeah, my legs are about toast. I think I strained my legs earlier in the week, besides my heart, but after we finish moving, I get a little period of some rest and relaxation, and try to, get feeling better and all that kind of good stuff. And if you like driving streams, to check in tomorrow and Monday, because we'll be covering a lot of miles on Interstate 75 and 40, and going through like Atlanta, Chattanooga, Knoxville. Those are all on the menu. And of course, the next couple of days. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, tune in. As again, as we conclude the stream here in just a couple moments, like I said again, it's been fun. Another armadillo. They are everywhere today. Consider, giving the video a like, subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos with people you know on whichever social media platform you may use. Just kind of spread the word of what we're doing. And we'll have a lot of new stuff coming to you pretty quickly, to be honest. So probably within the week, we're going to have some news content, new streams. And I can't wait to show it to all you guys. A lot of you have been with us for a long time, and maybe we'll get lucky and find one more thing before we leave. As we approach our final couple minutes of our last Florida stream, or Florida wildlife stream. All right, y'all. With that being said, appreciate all you guys support us here on the channel. It means a lot. Hope you guys continue to support us as we continue to grow, push into new areas. So until tomorrow on our driving stream, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, wherever you may be. And yeah, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at some point, whenever I decide to turn the stream on, after we get things settled. And we'll start hitting the highway, rolling towards Tennessee. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.